one very beautiful example. He's just got married, but he's been called on a very important conference to Europe, and it's the first year of marriage. Soon after marriage, he's been called, and he is on his way in transit in Frankfurt. He doesn't have much money in his pocket. He goes to this shop. There's this old lady standing there, and he looks for this. This is also expensive. This is for expensive. Everything in francs, and this is expensive. So finally, she says, "What are you looking for?" He said, "I'm looking for something. This is my 1 month anniversary, and I'm looking something for my wife." So she said, "How much do you have?" She said, "Only $2. What can I get?" So she sees one pin. She says, "You can only get this pin with a paper flower for $2, but I will pack it nicely for you." So she packs it nicely for him, and in between the two flights, he rushes back, and when he gets down from the airport, she's waiting for him. If it was 20 years after marriage, catch a taxi and come. But she's waiting for him there. And from the immigration, they are opening his bag, and he's looking out, he's trying to wave out to her, And then when he comes out, they meet with a hug. And then he says, "Happy anniversary, darling." He takes out that, and she opens it, one hairpin with a paper flower. And she's in tears. "You remembered?" In between the two, of course, after 20 years of marriage. But when love is there, the fact that you remembered. Because love, we can say "I love," but if you have not expressed that love in some giving or through some service or through some act of love, how do you express your love? "I love you" is the cheapest line you can say. "I love my mother" on Mother's Day. Mother says, "Please go and pick up and bring me a glass of water." "Can't you see I'm reading? You must love your mother on Mother's Day." It's not the gift. It's that thought, that love, that remembrance, that care that has gone into it. And multiple stories we could indulge in if we had more time, but I will still indulge. But in short, all of you know about the Swarna Tulabharam of Krishna, is it not? How Satyabhama, to have Krishna only for herself, donated Krishna, and she has to get Krishna back on the weight of the scale. And she puts all the jewels and loses, and from Rukmini, whom she wanted to snatch Krishna, finally she goes running to him, and Rukmini says, "You can have all my jewels, but you think you can weigh Krishna with jewels? You can buy Krishna with jewels?" She goes and throws all the jewels off and says, "Keep all these jewels," and all she takes one patram of tulsi. And when she keeps it, that butter thief becomes light. Because Krishna couldn't be really very slim and this thing, after he had so much butter. I remember when Gurudev Swarna Tulabharam was saying, people were saying, "Gurudev, put on some more weight, put on some more weight." So what Swarna would be there? Because he was so lean by that time. No? Patram, Pushpam. One flower. And the story of Gajendra is there, an elephant. When he was in distress, he didn't know anything. He just picks up one lotus and puts it up into the infinite space. That's all. And it is said that Bhagwan, even without his Shankha Chakra Gada Padma, came on his Garuda with his even dhoti falling off to save his devotee. Can you imagine? Pushpam. Palam, though you can understand. Shabri is giving just berries. That too also tasted. that fruit seller who gives to Krishna the handful of fruits and finally gets all gold into her basket. Phalam, toyam, just water, kevat in the Ramayana we hear, just washes the feet of the Lord. Toyam. Yome bhaktya prayachati. Whoever gives me with devotion. That's the important part. No, don't say, Acha, I gave and went and put plenty of tulsi. Now that it's available free of charge, a whole such thick mala of tulsi. That is not. Yome bhaktya prayachati tadaham bhakti paritam. Bhagavan says, that which is given to me with devotion, ashnami. Even if it's a leaf, ashnami. I devour it, I grab it, I take it into me. Not the item. That's why in Naivedya when you offer nowadays, pranaya swaya, and next moment everybody eats prasad. You don't even wait for the Lord to smell it. Bhakti paritam ashnami prayatatmanaha. By one whose mind is pure, which means I am not making a show of his devotion. It is not giving with some other ulterior motives in mind. If only you can give a leaf, then give a leaf. But a rich man going and offering in front of God one tulsi, or with arrogance like Akbar going and giving a gold chhatra to Devi, neither matters to the Lord. It's what we offer to the best of our capacity with love. I heard one person saying, Patra means write a letter to the Lord. Have conversation with that. Write him love letters. Patra. Pushpam, always words are called as flowery words to the Lord. Every time you go and say, you didn't give me this, you didn't give me that, Lord, I don't believe in you. Say words of praise to the Lord. Phalam. Give your fruits of action. The one is yours. Toyam. Shed your tears of love, not out of grief. If nothing you can do, Shankaracharya says, Punarapi jananam, punarapi maranam, punarapi janani jatare shayanam, iha samsare bahudustare, kripaya pare pani murare. Bhagavan, I've had enough of the world. All I have is the tears that I have in my eyes. I have nothing else. I offer you that. But you've got plenty else, you keep it holding and then you say, I'm offering you tears. Bhagavan is not such a buddha. Bhaktya prayachana. That is the key line. That whatever you give, big or small, according to your capacity, love will always express through giving. And giving is an expression of love, which is express your love to the Lord. And he said that, now Bhagavan says, therefore, not only that you should give patram, pushpam, phalam, toyam, but in fact, now Bhagavan says,
Yat karoshi yadashnasi Yat juhoshi dadasi Yat tapasyasi kaunteya Tat kurushva madarpanam.
Lest we understand that Krishna is saying some form of ritualistic worship in which we just offer tulsi leaves or flowers or abhisheka. That also we don't have time these days. Bhagavan says, Yat karoshi. Whatever actions you do in the world, even your day-to-day mundane action, Yadashnasi. whatever you eat. Yat juhoshi, even what you offer as sacrifice or in the form of worship. Yat dadasi, whatever you give, whether as gifts or even as donation or charity. Yat tapasyasi kaunteya, even what you do, and tell me, all people don't do austerities for God. I remember once when we were youngsters, and one girl came from India, we were abroad at that time, came from India, and she was fasting on Monday. They fast on Monday so that they get a husband like Shivji. That's customary, so she was fasting. Anyway, it was somebody's birthday, so it was like a birthday dinner, so they called all the friends and this way. And she wouldn't eat till 12 o'clock. Everybody was restless, they had to go, but she said, no, I'll eat after 12 o'clock, I'll eat after 12 o'clock. They were allowed one meal a day. So that's why she was not eating. And after 12 o'clock, they said, come on now, let's go. She said, no, I want to eat now. What? Lobster. No wonder they get creepy collie husbands only, that whatever tapasya, and I tell you, not only for religious things that people do tapasya, I tell you, the austerity that people go through, as I said, even to eat a pickle, whatever difficulties you take for mastering your senses or achieving anything in this world is called as tapas. So whatever you do as tapas, hey Kaunteya, O son of Kunti, O my brother, that Kurushva Madarpanam, that whatever you do, just do it offering to me. How difficult it is that, even to do puja, even to go get one tulsi leaf, or even to get a fruit, may not be possible. I think whatever you do it for my sake, offering to me. Many people say, Swamiji, I did everything, my business also I offered to the Lord, then why did I get losses? If business was for the Lord, belonged to the Lord, then the losses are the Lord's, why is yours? We are not offering anything, we are just making a bargain with God. Do it for me. Now tell me, if you do some action for, he said, whatever you do it for me. He didn't even say only good actions. But when you start thinking that whatever I do is for the Lord, will you do anything wrong? When you feel that it's the Lord sitting as Vaishwanara in your stomach, what will you offer to Him inside? Not only through your mouth, even through your ears, nose, smell. Think about it. Automatically everything for you will get correct.